Hello, this is the headlining news across the East African region from Uganda. With over 2 people dead and 150 down over apparent food poisoning, Uganda Police is investigating the United Nations World Food Programme that supplied the food to Karamoja region. Police have obtained samples of the food and of victims' urine and blood from the remote region and taken them to the government's laboratories in Kampala for analysis. The World Food Programme had not yet issued any statement over the matter by Tuesday. Crossing over to Kenya, the 4 Americans who died in the helicopter crash with Kenya's Deputy President William Ruto's helicopter pilot were actually campaign strategists who had managed several campaigns in different countries. Nairobi Stat newspaper reports that the dead Americans were already busy rolling Ruto's 2020 presidential election plan. However, the Deputy President's office has denied that the dead Americans were working for Mr. Ruto. News from Tanzania. It is time to name and shame, this time starting at the bottom. Tanzania's Agriculture Minister Japhet Hasunga tells Parliament that government is going to publish lists of cashew nut farmers who have been paid for their crop and have them pinned up at local government offices. This comes after claims by some farmers that they have not been paid. The minister says that nearly 600 billion of the 700 billion owed to the farmers has been paid out. The Tanzanian army took over the buying of cashew nuts from farmers last year to protect them from exploitative middlemen. In Rwanda's relations with South Africa seem to be deteriorating following Kigali's persistent accusations against Pretoria over harboring dissident General Kayumba Nyamwasa, who runs the Rwanda National Congress. South Africa recently revived the prosecution over the 2013 assassination of Rwanda's former intelligence chief, Colonel Patrick Karegeya. Rwanda has also blamed its fallout with Uganda on South Africa-based dissidents who it says misled Uganda's leaders into thinking that Kigali is plotting against them. Finally, from Southeast Sudan, fighting for the rights and dignity of children born out of rape has earned a 41-year-old South Sudanese mother of 3 the prestigious Bond Superheroes Award. Christine Ngabazande has been tirelessly counseling, rehabilitating and reuniting rape victims as well as products with their families since the war erupted in South Sudan in 2013. Accepting the UK Best Award this week, superhero Christine said her work is to ensure that the children are integrated because the right place for a child to be in is a family. And that was the headlining news across the East African region.